Hi guys. Um, as you can see, I'm not in the guest room today. I'm in the dining room, which is has turned into the homeschool classroom as well. So we've got those are not your assignments on the board. Today is the day we wrap up the final chapters. They're short, of Goffman's Stigma, and start wrapping up the semester as a whole. You should be working on getting that final paper done, and I will be getting exam number 3 to you later today, I think. I'm still working on it, but it should be ready soon. And it will be due at the same time as your final paper is due, which is Monday, May 4th at 12 noon. I know the revised pandemic syllabus says it's going to be due this Wednesday, 2 days from today. That's no longer happening. I've changed it to give you a little bit more time. So exam number 3 will be due at the same time as your final paper is due, and that's Monday, a week from today at 12 noon. I don't have any control over that official due time since it's a university regulation, but I don't want you to worry about it too much. Being a little bit late is okay. I will still grade materials that are turned in before the end of the day on Monday, May 4th. So everything that's left, exam number 3 and the final paper, is due Monday, May 4th online. Okay, as we come to the end of the book, I really just want to underscore what Goffman thinks about the differences between the stigmatized and normals, as he calls them. Because really what he's saying is that those differences are purely situational. Who is stigmatized and who is normal is all about the specific interactional situation one finds oneself in. Stigmatized and normal are not persons or categories of persons. They are roles. And I think that's Goffman's most important point. Stigmatized and normal are roles that we may each play in particular situations. So, like it or not, we may be taking either role depending on the situation. In other words, everyone is implicated in Goffman's notion of stigma. Everyone is deviant, and everyone may try and sometimes fail to manage the things that make them stigmatized or deviant in any given situation. As Goffman says, for every little failing, there's a social occasion when it will loom large. So this is the important insight of Goffman's stigma, is that we're all normal in particular situations, but we're also all stigmatized in particular situations. So all of the detailed analysis that he went into about what it means to be stigmatized and what it means to manage those stigma apply to all of us. This insight that stigma is a role and not a status may shape our ethical, our moral, and our personal approach to deviance as well. Because if we realize that when we're talking about deviance in our society, we're not just talking about them, we're talking about us. That realization may change our opinions, our beliefs, and our preferences when it comes to defining and responding to deviance. So I'm interested to know if that's happened to you, if recognizing that we're all deviant, we're all stigmatized, has that realization changed how you feel about how our society should respond to deviance? Okay, so that's the big question. That's the big question to end the semester with. Okay, so here's the schedule for the rest of the semester. I won't be holding class on Wednesday. That's April 29th. Use that time to work on your exam number 3 and or your final paper. I'll use that time to answer emails from students, so make sure you send me any questions you have about the work that you're now doing for the exam or the final, okay? Everything, exam number 3 and the final paper, will be due Monday, May 4th. Again, the official due time is 12 noon on that day, but I will accept anything that is turned in before 11:59 p.m. So email me if you have any questions about how to proceed. I know it will feel good to get this extraordinary semester under our belts so that we can figure out what comes next. Believe me, that's a big question, but I'm going to be happy to be able to face it once the semester is over. Speaking of what comes next, I want to congratulate the graduating seniors in our class. I know there are a few of you, even though this is a 300 level course, and I know that this is not at all what you had in mind when you thought and planned about what your final semester in college was going to look like. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you won't be having an in-person commencement ceremony. That's a big deal. I know some of you won't even be able to celebrate with family or friends the way you might have wanted to or initially planned to, and I'm sorry for that. That's going to be disappointing too. I'm also aware that the pandemic has potentially, at least, really upended your plans for after graduation too. So you may be feeling uncertain about what the future looks like. We all are, but I think that's harder on people who are graduating. So I just wanted to let you know that we're proud of you. I'm proud of you. All of you, of course, but seniors in particular. I'm proud of you for persevering in the face of unprecedented difficulties. And I want you to know that your degree is a big deal. The ceremony, it's a disappointment that you won't be able to have a ceremony, but your degree is the big deal. The degree will serve you well as you forge a future in the post-pandemic world. So be proud of yourself and know that you are well equipped going forward. You're going to be okay. We're all going to be okay. Things aren't necessarily going to look the way we hoped and wished and thought they would, and that's also okay. So congratulations, NIU graduates, you did it. Be proud, be excited, be relieved, and be well. And hang in there, Huskies.